What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with, yes, as you can see on the screen, another draft league, the UPBA. Basically, you know, we joined the UPA, we joined the IBA, we might as well join the UPBA. We make jokes in the league that is like, because there's a lot of people from UPA and IBA in the league, but you know, it's a separate league entirely. Don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. It's a little joke, it's a little joke. We are here with a new draft league. As you guys can know, draft league content on the channel has been a little bit, because our draft leagues are ending, but we have some new ones coming in, and this is one of the new ones, UPBA. I'm psyched. As you can see, the mascot is Victinis. So, and our mascot is Victini, so you know we have to draft Victini, like we have to. Not just any spoilers, we are not able to do that, but it is what it is. You know, Victini is a good mod, so I mean, it would be an insult if it got to me, considering I was the 20th pick. There's 20 coaches, I was the 20th pick. The only good thing about that is I was a wheel pick. That's literally it. That's it. That's it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gen 8 drafts, I've literally cannot get out of the bottom wheel pick. Or I'm in the middle. It's one of the two. I'd rather be the bottom wheel if out of that two, but I would like to be the top pick. You know, it would be nice. It would be nice just one time. But I'm gonna quit rambling. But as I said before, we were the 20th pick out of 20. It is what it is, and we have a budget of 120 points. And considering that we were the wheel pick, I think our team is looking pretty fuego Diego, if I do say so myself, because we have some heat mons. Going into this draft, I kind of wanted to like try some new things. And you know, try new mods I haven't used. Of course, there are gonna be some familiar faces because you know, but in this league I actually am a mod. So shout out to Jack, aka Gravy. He reached out to me and was like, "Yo, you want to do this league?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I joined, and like he made me a mod. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yo, thanks." But it's been awesome. It's been awesome helping them. Been awesome, you know, messing around with all the admins and whatnot, you know, because you know, just branching out and making new friends and whatnot. But let me stop being all sentimental. But you know, it's pretty cool. I will also, question of the day, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think about my team, what I can add, what are some like strengths and weaknesses of my squad. You know, down below I also will link the tier list as well, because you know, you guys won't be able to see things I can see, like because I'm a mod and I'm a coach, so but you guys can look as fans and see the tier list and stuff, and see I think all the other teams as well. So you know, if you guys see something in the tiers and you're like, "Yo, you should do blah 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 with your team," and I'm like, "Yo, that's actually kind of dope," you know, I want to communicate with you guys, interact with you guys is dope, you know. But I think that's all of the intro I gotta do. I think that's about it. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the first pick. As you can see, we have 120 points, and our first pick is going to be Clef. So it is Clef. To me personally, Clef is one of the best fairy types in the game, like straight up. I mean, Sylveon is there, but like after that, it kind of just dips off to like Gardevoir and stuff. Gardevoir is not bad by any means, but Clef is legit. It can do everything. It can be offensive, it can be defensive, it can be a rock setter, it can be a wish passer, and so on and so forth. I've used Clef in a showdown draft league off screen, and like people are like, when I drafted this, they're like, "Oh my god, what the heck?" Because you know, the standard, like if you play ladder and stuff, Clef is just an annoying mon. You just can't kill it. But like, I don't use Clef like that, and I'm gonna add my own little spice to it, because you know, I know how Clef should be used in a draft league, bro. I know. So like, we're gonna see Clef pop off a little bit. I'm gonna try my best to make it pop off. And like, Clef was a first round pick because, you know, like I want to start solid fairy type. Solid fairy types are hard to come around in drafts, I feel, in my personal experience, because you have Clef, you have Sylveon, and like I said, you got Gardevoir. Those are pretty much it. I don't like I mean, Comfy is there. It's a good low mon pick, but you know, I want like a fairy type that puts pressure on teams. I don't want one that's kind of passive. Clef has a great move pool, can do a lot of things. That's enough said about Clef. So we're down to 104, right? Next mon, I'm the bottom pick, so I already know there's like 19 picks and then 19 coming down. So that's 38 picks that are between me and my third pick. So I'm like, okay, so none of the upper tier mons are looking juicy to me, and we have like, I think there were 18 to 16 point mons. We could only pick 2 of them, so that way like no people, like people couldn't snag other people's picks because there's so many people in it, so it was only fair enough for that. You know, I was checking the timer because it's 4 minutes. I don't want to ramble on too much. But second up, we have Cinderace, and Cinderace I have not been able to use this gen. So I was at the bottom. I was like, bro, Cinderace is not gonna come back to me. There's no way. Maybe it could survive the way up, but on the way back down, somebody is grabbing Cinderace. So I grabbed it now because I haven't had a chance to use it. It boosts my speed tier tremendously. It deals with the steel types that Clef doesn't want to deal with. It has a decent move pool. Also has U-turn. Also has Court Change, so another way of removal as well. So it's kind of nice. It puts pressure on teams, especially with like Stab Pyro Ball. It's doing damage. U-Turn is nice. Of course, it's not Libero because that would be busted, especially at 13 points. Sheesh. But nah, it has Blaze. But still, Cinderace is an awesome mon. Of course, it's not normally a round 2, but in my case, it had to be because otherwise I would not get it. So we got Cinderace. Enough said about this mon, you know, it gets bulk up and stuff, so we could set up, but Cinderace is here for momentum and just to hit hard and just dip out and dip in, you know? So we got Cinderace, we do have 91 points, so we're looking kind of clean, you know, 16-13. And so our next mon is, I was asking around, seeing what people were doing because I was like, yo, I could let this slide because it's an upper tier mon. But you know, luckily Aquarius was graced me with her honesty. I appreciated it because she said if it came to her, she would grab it, and I was like, okay, let me just go ahead. So next up we got Dragonite. Look at this boy. I have not used Dragonite in a minute. My first draft league was Usum, and it was on Showdown. And if you guys haven't been around for that much, go check it out. It's a long time ago. My very first one, we had Dragonite because Dragonite is awesome, especially with this gen. It has heavy duty boots. So it has like, you don't break its multi-scale through Stealth Rocks anymore, which is awesome. Multi-scale is a great ability where it like halves the damage of super effective damage, or I think halves any damage in general of the attacks if it's at full HP, which is beautiful. Dragonite hits like a truck and be physical or special. Its speed tier isn't the best at base 80, but with D-Dance, it doesn't matter, and it has E-Speed, which is great priority. Also gets Aqua Jet, so that's nice as well. Nice 17-pointer. We have our Fairy and our Dragon as looking beautiful, chef's kiss. So Dragonite's just an awesome mon. I enjoy using it. I always nickname them You Got Mail. I know it's corny, but hey, bro, ever since the first Pokemon movie, like I have to name it You Got Mail, bro. I have to. So next up, we got Crocodile. So Crocodile can be offensive, it can be defensive. It has a Stealth Rock, it has a solid speed at base 92. That's very nice because it pressures the base 95 mons. It's also an Intimidate mon and gets Moxie. Anger Point's kind of nice, but it's not as nice as in like in VGC. That's where you can crit stuff, but like, you know, I don't particularly want to beg for a crit, even though we could probably run it considering how bad my RNG is, so you never know. But like between Intimidate and Moxie, it definitely helps. I wish it got Parting Shot. It would be so much better if it got Parting Shot. That'd be dope. I mean, Incineroar gets it, why can't Crook? But you know, but you know, it's whatever. But like, it gives us a dark and a ground type, so we can just click two of the best stabs. It has Stab Knockoff, it has EQ, gets Scale Shot, Bulk Up, Stealth Rocks, as I said earlier. Like it's a solid overall mon, and I have yet to use it in draft, and I personally like using Crook on like ladder and stuff, so I'm excited to use it. I hope I can put in work with it. I mean, I think I can, you know. And then we have a familiar face. You guys know we didn't draft him in NCP, but we were gifted him in NCP. I think we were gifted him in NCP. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we picked him. I don't know. I think we were gifted him. But anyways, Toxicity I've found in draft is like a fun mon. On paper at first I was like, that ground type weakness looking kind of scary. But like between Boom Burst, Overdrive, Sludge Wave, it can be physical or special. You get a Shift Gear up and it just causes problems, especially if you save it for late game with the Throat Spray Shift Gear. Whoo, that boy is taking lives. So Toxicity is out here, gives us a stab, poison and electro type, so a grounded poison as well, so we don't have to worry about toxic spikes at all. Very nice. We're looking kind of hefty on the points. We have 49 left and we're only 1, 2, 3, 5 deep, and we have to draft at least 10, so we're looking a little, but we'll figure it out. So we got Toxicity right here. Our speed tier isn't looking too clean right now, considering we only have Cinderace breaking the base 100s, but it's all right. We're gonna get there. We have another familiar face, and Serena. My first time using it was in IBA Season 3. I've enjoyed using her ever since because she brings so much utility to a team. She has Rapid Spit, she has U-Turn, she has Knockoff, she has Aromatherapy, she has Synthesis. She's like, bro, name it, she got it. She's just an amazing mon. She's just, oh my god, Serena's a queen. She's a queen, bro. She's a queen. So I enjoy using her. She's also gives us a grass type, because you know our team is looking kind of ground weak considering like Cinderace and Toxicity, and you know ground could just hit us for free, aside from Dragonite. But you know Serena is there to eat up them EQs with her thick self. Look at that queen. Mwah. But that's enough about Serena. We got 40 points, so we're gonna keep it moving. And then we got Azelf. So Azelf gives us a big boost to our speed tier at base 115 speed. It can do a lot. It can set up both. It can set up both physically and specially. I don't know if it gets Sword Dance. I might be tripping. I know it gets Power Up Punch though, so that's in itself is amazing. You can run it Choice Specs, Choice Band, Choice Scarf. It can be you can make it a Hazard Lead. Stealth Rock can go boom. So Azelf is just awesome with a great speed tier. It is expensive at 14, as it should be, but it gives us U-turn and knockoff. And you guys know I love momentum. So look at our team. We have Clefable, Teleport. Cinderace, U-turn. Dragonite, nothing. Crocodile, nothing. Toxicity, Volt Switch. Serena, U-turn. Azelf, U-turn. That's 5 out of, I think, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 5 out of 7 mons have momentum moves, which is amazing because I love to keep people in the vortex, bro. I love to. But we got Azelf right here. I'm excited to use it. It's a mon I haven't used in draft before, but I do love Azelf. I think it's my favorite lake trio mon. Azelf is just too clean. I do love Mesprit though in draft. I do. Mesprit's pretty clean. Next up, we got Tornadus, another boost to our speed tier. Tornadus, U-turn, knockoff, defog. It can be physical or special. It just, it supplies the juice. We got offensive momentum and offensive pressure all around the board. We only have 15 points left, so we're gonna have to scrape up what we can. Next up, we have a Scavalier. Our steel type. I did use him in my IVA. A Scavalier can eat up hits for days. I mean, of course, it's quad weak to fire, but it's okay. I have to take a sip though, because my throat is getting kind of dry. Here we go. Woo! All right, Scavalier's here. Slow mon, but hits like a truck with I think base 135 attack, and then you can knock off, close combat, toxic. You can do everything you want to do with the Scavalier. It can be. It could just eat up hits from all sides, and it's just a bulky mon, good steel type in my opinion. I've enjoyed using it. I actually got 9 kills with it in IBA, so I was like, woo, that thing popped off a little bit. But next up we got Lapras, and I messed up because I needed a bulky water, and all the bulky waters were gone. At least the ones that I would like to pick from. It's a little bit unfortunate. So we got Lapras, and it's not the best water mon considering it's water and ice, and it's neutral. Fire is neutral to it, so not the best water type considering those type of things, but it's a water absorb mon to say the least, at least because Dracovish did get drafted, and it's just always a problem when you don't have a water absorb mon. In my opinion, I just don't like to, it better be safe than sorry. Of course, you might be like, oh, you don't need a water absorb mon, but it just makes things easier in prep and stuff, because you don't gotta fret about, oh, choice banded, choice scarf, fishes red, la la la. So it's just a pain. And then last but not least, we got Sock. I actually enjoyed. I mean, I only used the man once in UPA match, but he popped off a little bit. He showed some more. Sock's pretty cool. It's a very cheap pick for low. I think it's a very value pick at low at 4 points. I think you get a lot. Base 85 mon with 125 base attack is pretty solid with a decent move pool. So that's the team right here. But I did make some FAs off screen because I did have some problems, because Lapras is not the water type that I want. The water types that are left are Poliwrath, Mantine, Polytoed. So mons like that are just chilling. Mantine is cool, but it's quad weak to electric. But I mean, water types are weak to electric anyways. But then freeze dry, and it's also weak to rocks, and it's just it's also neutral to ice. So you don't want your water type to be neutral to ice or fire. So I did make some FAs, and you're about to see some mons leave the screen. So we have 26 extra points. We chose to keep Clefable, Cinderace, Dragonite, Crocodile, Toxicity, Serena, and Azelf. We're 13 minutes, bro. Ooh, we're making some time. But those are the mons we have left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mons. So we have to pick up at least 3 to make the cap. So I thought, in my opinion, a good mon, because we did get rid of a Scavalier as our steel type. We got rid of Tornadus, and we also got rid of Lapras and Sock. So boom, we got Klefki. And to me, Klefki is pretty cool. It gives us hazards and spikes. It also gives us prankster. So we have priority hazards, priority screens, also priority defog. I don't know why a thing of keys gets defog, but it does. I couldn't tell you, bro. I really couldn't tell you. So we got defog and Klefki, which is very nice, very nice. It's chef's kiss, bro. So we have more removal, and we also have hazards. It's very nice. So we have Dragonite, who's also a potential defog. We have Cinderace with court change. We have Serena with rapid sim, and we have Klefki with defog, which is, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. It's a solid steel type as well. We also have access to magnet rise, so we don't have to be weak to ground if we don't want to be. So I think Klefki's dope. Next up, like I said, Polytoed was one of the ones. Polytoed gets water absorb, but it also gets drizzle, so that's pretty cool. And for a while, I debated on if I wanted to drop Azelf over Tornadus, because if I have whatchamacallit, what's your name? If I have Polytoed, I could just spam Hurricane for free, literally free. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about misses at all. But I was like, I just like having Azoth. I think Azoth is a cool mon. And like it has way more utility than Tornadus does. Even though Tornadus can do certain things, I think Azoth can do more things, in my opinion, with its speed, with also its diverse move pool and the things that it gets. So I think we're better off just doing that. And like, if we don't have to always run Drizzle on Polytoed, but since we do have Drizzle on Polytoed, I was like, yo, we have to. We have to. We got Dreadnought. Dreadnought's dope. I think I've used him in our Showdown Draft League before. I actually drafted Dracovish with a Meowstic that I always led Raid Dance every time because it had Prankster. And then I just let Dreadnought, I had Gigantamax Dreadnought and I had Dracovish, and I just let him go ham in rain. I did not care about anything. And like Dreadnought to me is a great rain sweeper. You can set up Swords Dances. Once you get up a Swords Dance, you basically win, because in rain with Swift Swim, nothing's gonna stop it, like I promise. Unless you're like scarfing your mons, but then that's good for us because we know they're scarf. So you gotta pick something, because Dreadnought's just too good. Dreadnought's too good. And like even Scarf Mons won't outspeed it because it's double the speed in Swift Swim. So it's like, you're helpless. I get up a Swords Dance is GG, because that's actually a solid move pool. It gets Mega Horn, it gets a Stone Edge, Liquidation, Crunch, Ice Fang, stuff like that. So we can hit our weak points as well, like Electro types against EQ. So I don't gotta worry about those Electro types. So we're out here big chilling. I'm excited for the team. Let me know down below what you guys think. I feel more comfortable with these 10 mons. Of course, we only have 10 instead of 11 or 12, but I think we can rock out with 10. I think we have a solid 10 that can help each other out really well. We have our Fairy Dragon Steel core, we have our Fire Water Grass core, we have all the little cores and stuff, you know. Cores just come naturally, in my opinion, when you draft. Like, it just happens. Like, it's synergy, bro. As long as you have synergy between mons, I feel like the cores just fall into place. It's just like, that's I'm gonna stop. But yeah, let me guys know what you think down below about the squad. I'm very hyped for this season. The week 1 battle will go up on this Friday, this upcoming Friday, because this is getting uploaded on Saturday, which is very shortly, because it's literally tomorrow. So I'll be going up this DA is going up Saturday, but the battle is going up next Friday. So be excited for that. We take on Damien in his Los Angeles Aegislashes. As you can see, he is right underneath Dreadnought's feet, right under the P. He's the Los Angeles Aegislashes. So I'm excited to go against him. He's a scary team. The matchup is a little rough, but I'll get into you guys with that later. But without further ado, I am your boy Jay. I'm gonna get about your hair, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.